I welcome you all to this next session of Big Data Analytics. Currently, we are discussing the fourth chapter of syllabus, that's the data modeling techniques. We have seen what are the data modeling techniques, logical, conceptuals, and physical data modeling. We will recap all that, and also we will see one small video regarding the data modeling so that we will get through the knowledge and detail of data modeling techniques. Let me share the screen with you. We will see the first PowerPoint and one PDF, and then we will move towards the one of the video, and thus we will discuss the recapping of all till the point with respect to the chapter 4 of data modeling. And from the next session onwards, we will start with the NoSQL database modeling techniques. I hope screen is visible to you. So we have started with this NoSQL, that the big data, which is a part of larger enterprise, how it's the enterprise landscaping is there. Then we have moved towards the data modeling as an ecosystem in the big data analytics. Then we have seen and discussed the levels of three levels of data modeling, that's a conceptual, logical, and physical. How they are interrelating to each other, how they are interacting with each other, and who are the users of all these levels of data models, like the DBA is for physical, data architect or business analyst is for logical, conceptual is being used by the business stakeholders or end user, and their purposes we have discussed. Then we have seen the big data value chain consisting of acquisition, analysis, curation of data, storage of data, and finally the uses of that data, that's outcome. Then big data value creation model we have discussed, that's a value created for the firm, that's for the internal use, and value created for the customer, that's for the external use. Then what are the different characteristics of good data model we have discussed, that's a pictorial and pictorial view, the rigorous and specificness of that data model, top down decomposability of data model, providing focus as requirement of customized requirement, minimally redundant data, transparency in that data model, it is easily navigable, and it can predict the final system. That's how the some of the characteristics we have discussed. I'm not going into the details of that. We have already discussed them. Then logical data modeling, physical data modeling, how they are interacting with each other. There are some process models and data requirement at the logical level. Accordingly, logical data model is there. It's been interacted with the physical along with some technical requirement and performance requirement. Physical data modeling is being done, and then the physical data model will interact accordingly the requirement of create and updating data as per the business data availability, that's a data. Then what are the benefits of logical data models? Benefits of the model mapping between the logic, conceptual, logical, and physical we have discussed. Then conceptual benefits, and how we can define the UML or unified logical data model program. That's how we have done with the